Oh, well, I think we went down here and round, but...
I think we went down that way and up
Right, I'm gonna go down this way.
this way.
That's just down here. Do you want to do an intro?
Welcome to another one of Slippy Limpets video channel.
Hello and welcome to day 3 of fishing. Yesterday was a total write-off with the weather. We're fishing today. Today, as forecast, it's a bit better, but the wind's switched round to a northerly. It's not very strong, so it should be alright. It just means it's cross shore rather than being protected by these things. So we've come down to the area we found on day 2. We chose this place just because the descent is relatively easy and the tide is going out. We are going to have a look along the coastline, see if we can find some points to fish off. I've had a look on Navionics and I can see where the contours are coming closer to the shore, so hopefully we can scoot along the bottom of this cliff line, take note of any pinch points and fish the far end while the tide's still out. We could drive around these archipelagos all day and try points and not really find access, and since this was pretty much, I think, probably going to be the last day of fishing, it made sense to maximise time fishing. Cliff looks like this. There's lots of little bits, but that looks like we're stuck already, so we might have to wait a while for the tide to come out. But just as I said, the weather was good. It started raining. We're going to get off these rocks because they are slippery when they're wet. Already hit my first impasse, so I'm just going to have a couple of casts here while we're waiting for the tide to drop. Gonna just cast the Zen or the silver minnow, just because it's already rigged up and for speed, plus it catches fish. Lucie's still not caught a fish yet, so today we're really keen to get her on the fish as well. So she might have to have a little bit of Slippy tuition rather than just let her get on with it, which I'm a bugger for doing. Alright, let's go and try and get across this this gap. Watch out, there's a wave coming. There's a little wave coming. And then another one. There. After this little one you should be alright. Yeah, so now run. Found an even easier way down. Oh, just when you think it is an easy way down. Well, we can't go much further than this point here. Those two caves are blocking the way.
Go back, climb out, and come back round.
Really wanted to get onto that headland where all the tidal current is. Looks like that gully that blocked were.
Right, this bit.
Yeah, it looks like it comes all the way along here. Yeah, it does. This reminds us a bit of Idwal slabs.
Is it now?
And of active slabs as well, with the little levels.
Yeah.
You either pop off, yeah. My old knees kind of take that sort of action. Gonna have some casts with this big rod? Yeah, we'll give you a bit slippy tuition. I'll just have a quick cast to see what the water's like, just to check. Whoa, it's not deep at all. So I'm casting it out, I spy it hitting the water, and then I wind the slack in like that. Now I'm watching the rod tip, it'll straighten up once it hits the bottom normally. There we go. See how it's straighter now, there's no tension, and I'm in the kelp. Now, so just lift it up and then start winding it slowly, because we know there's kelp there, and if you feel it catching on something, then lift it up like that again. Whoop. Felt like a fish that time. It might be better where we were fishing yesterday or the day before yesterday. So I'm just kind of casting around to see if I can find any deeper ground. Yeah, it's really snaggy, isn't it?
I am not going to enjoy it here.
Oh, see. Young flexibility, yeah. Go on, push it out, push it out.
Need.
Do you want me to take your pack?
No, I can get up there now. It's fine.
Getting a dab hand at this, aren't we? Aye, this descent. Right, so while the wind's calm, tied up the LRF rod and got a little 5 gram tetra jig on. Tiny little treble and a tiny little assist. See if I can find some sort of mini species. Oh, the ground is so heavy here. That's like a bomb for a little 5 grammer, especially into that minor headwind. Oh. Oof. That foamer just flew straight into the bright pink braid. So this LRF setup's an 8 foot, 2 to 10 gram Savage gear light range fishing. And I've got a Shimano, it's called a Hyperloop. It's 1000 size reel and the cost of tenner. On that I've got a 6 pound Major Craft light game braid and 3 pound fluorocarbon leader. Oh, something's having a go. Yeah! Got a fish! Got a feeling this might be a coolie. It's putting a crack and bend in the LRF rod. Had a few little nibbles and then paused and away it went. No, it's a little Pollack. No, it is, it's a coolie. I wasn't expecting that, it's so dark. Eek. Oh no, not in the barnacles. Yes! There we go. First fish of the session. Little dark, really dark coolie. Shows how kelpy it is around here. Caught on the 5 gram tetcher. Let's get it back. I'm going to get the big rod and fish at range. See if we can get something bigger. Yeah, last night, third cast. On the plus side though, still got a leader. That was 3 minutes 46 that lasted. So low tide's been and gone. After losing that metal, tied on the Old Faithful slider, and I've gone for a massive 21 gram cheb. I think this one's actually a Berkeley Fusion bottom weight, I think. Either way, 21 gram, which is really quite heavy. What I'm doing is I'm just bouncing this through the kelp as slowly as I can, just to see if there's anything around, because the metals are really slow. We're probably on slack water, although I don't know because I don't know the area, but we're only half hour after high tide, so I'm guessing there's not much current going. I can't feel, or my lure's not moving around, so I'm going to drag this around for a little bit more and then probably get back on a metal or a faster moving bait. No way! Lucie! An otter! That was awesome! I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but I just looked to my right and there's an otter lying on its back with one leg on the rock. It took us a minute to realise what it... I knew what it was, but it almost looked dead because it was kind of just chilling on the side. It was stared each other in the eye. He knew he was the better fisherman, and away he went. Big one. Oh wow, finally it's been a long day. It's got a wet foot. Hooked into a Pollack, I think. found him. There you go. No monster. It's maybe 2.5, 3 pounds. Super colours on it as always. Hit like a train, but then the fight just gave up. But I'll take it any day of the week. Been a pretty tough day so far. Had that one small pollock about 3 hours ago, and then that's been it. It's just been, I don't know whether this place fishes better on a higher tide, but that's the problem of getting to know an area. Yeah.